All right, Coach, I guess just kind of initial thoughts on heading out of Florida.
Yeah, excited. Excited about going down there. Excited about the opportunity to go on the road in a good environment and see what these guys can do.
Never been down to Gainesville before, but obviously experience in Omaha or Florida. What do you remember about your times playing them out there, and what comes to mind when you think about Florida Gators team?
Yes, so you're getting ahead of us. I mean, we got UConn first out, and so got a lot of respect for Jim Penders and his program. I've had a great year, had a great program for a long time, and as far as the Gators and as far as all that goes, same thing. Got a lot of respect for them, and Sully's done a good job for a long time, and got a really talented team right now. And I think you get ahead of yourself talking about Florida, even though I guess it's natural because that's where the regional's being hosted, right? You got to put yourself in position to play for it first, and but sure don't want to skip past UConn.
So with UConn, obviously a great year for them out of the Big East. What stands out to you the most about that?
Yeah, I mean, really, what I have right now is just their program over Coach Fender's time there. He's always been a guy that's very respected, amongst all of us coaches. They've had really good teams over the years, and excited about playing them.
I think the last time y'all played was back here in 2021. Or do you remember that series, Mildeer Tears, Coach?
Yeah, I remember they were good games. I mean, I don't remember other than that. I don't remember a whole lot about it other than they're good games and very competitive.
With this team, I mean, you've spoken about all year about how young they are and how they're still kind of learning and doing it at a real high level with how young they are. What's it mean to be able to put this young of a team in the NCAA tournament? And how much maybe do you expect some of those young guys to be leaning on older guys that have played in these tournaments before?
Yeah, I think it is important to lean on each other and be together. And, really proud of these guys to put us in this position. We're sitting here a month ago, the RPI's in the mid-60s, and really not sure. We won some games we really needed to win and had to win to get in this position, and they're there to be commended for that.
And then I guess not the final that we wanted for the Big 12 championship, but being able to make some history along the way with as young as a team as this is. I guess what do you kind of take from that tournament there?
Yeah, not the kind of history you really want to talk about. You really want to talk about history winning. And I don't really want to get into how many years it's been since Tech's been whatever as far as what we were talking about on Thursday, because that's done now. I mean, it's really, we got to move on and get ready to the weekend. Obviously we'll talk about your trips to Omaha and how you do there. Again, like the cool thing right now, everybody is 0-0. Everybody has a clean slate. You get to go earn the right to win. And
7th year in a row for you guys making the NCAA tournament. I mean, what's that kind of mean to you, and what's it say about this program being as consistent and having those expectations?
Means we've had some really good players, and means, again, we got a lot to be thankful for the guys that have been here and their families and trusting us and believing in what we're doing. And at the same time, it's at the core of it, we're trying to do what's right for each guy every day we can while they're here. Let the rest kind of take care of itself. Along the way, then these seasons, you're trying to make decisions. You make a lot of decisions to try to put you in position to win the whole thing, not necessarily just getting a regional. And to be able to do that, you got to have a very talented roster to still be in this position, if that makes sense. And we've got a lot of guys that can play baseball, and a lot of guys with a lot of experience on a baseball field, even though we call them young. They have played a lot.
Jim, the fact that Florida has been in a regional every year for 15 years or so, UConn's been in a regional nearly every year, yourself as well. And fair to say, kind of a tough draw, considering that there's not really a Cinderella upstart team in the top 3.
So they are the number 2 seed in the whole tournament, I believe what I heard. And so, yeah, you could say tough draw. Anytime you go on the road, anytime you're playing a team that's in the NCAA tournament, there's no innings right now. Really, to me, even within the Big 12, and you could say a lot of college baseball leagues, there is an inning. And so you got to go play good baseball to win games. And but yeah, it's fair to say for sure it's not going to be easy, for sure.
If you do face Florida at some point, will it be like the college baseball plans to have Gavin Cash and Jack Kegley and Nolan on the field seeing at the same time?
There's been a lot of home runs hit in college baseball this year across the country. We were talking about the other day. The guy had 18 home runs. It was kind of, we're pretty familiar with, and we're talking about Josh Young had 16. And so, you got to keep those things up to be back then. Caglianone's had a great year. I've following that to college baseball fans, and there has been a lot of home runs across the country. And we'd much rather guys make good swing decisions and be a good solid hitter before you go start talking about hitting the ball out of the ballpark. And to win a regional down there, it's going to be important. I mean, it's not going to be just about hitting the ball in the ballpark.
Coach, with the way Robinson threw on Saturday, do you expect him to start again this weekend?
It sure seemed like it, Jamie. I mean, we discussed it on the bus coming home. We haven't for sure solidified it, but it sure seemed like it. It sure seemed like, game 1 or 2, he'd be doing.
Turner Parish availability is
He's available if you want to talk to it. He's not available to pitch.
guess we get to be available now first.
Probably depends on how long, what do I need, and how fast he recovered. So he's play a little while, he's going to choose.
Coach, this season, just like every other, there's ups and there's downs. Do you still feel like there's the potential for your best baseball to be out there in front of you at this point?
I think being an optimist, I think we've been shooting for that the whole year. And I think we've seen spurts of it. We've seen games of it. We've seen parts of games. But to really put it all together in 3 or 4 days, I don't know that we've truly seen that. It takes a lot of maturity. It takes, good offense or good pitching or good defense or some combination of the two. And so I know the effort's there. I know the guys had the want-tos there. We just got to get to the point again, like you just go in, take one day at a time, and win the day that's in front of you. You'd like to think that probably the way to put it is the way these guys have gone about their business for the most part, and you're in a position the game could reward you, a little streak, maybe a little, 11-game winning streak.
For a lot
Pretty cool.
For a lot of these guys that are playing in their first NCAA tournament, maybe in years past, is there anything that you've said to guys that have been in similar shoes to keep them at ease and treat it like any other game?
Exactly that. I mean, it is still just the game of baseball, and generally when guys get in trouble in this game, they try to do too much, whether that's, whether you're fielding a ground ball deep in the sixth or not and out and you put it in your pocket, or trying to throw a ball too hard or hit it too far. It's like anything you do, you're trying to stay within yourself and stay present as best as you can. And I don't know if y'all saw the little video about Gabe Holt talking about just be who you are. I saw it sometime on the bus ride. That's what you want baseball players to do, play to their strengths and control the strike zone on both sides of it. Play good sound baseball.
It's time for maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Shows. Excellence, do you know Jim very well?
I do know Jim. I know Rob, his brother, a lot better. Rob, the coach now in off. And I've known Rob a long time, probably 30 years, going back to his San Jack days. And so, there is some relationships there over the years where I had a dinner or two, for sure.
Harry Nelson, your responsibilities with family and grandchildren.
I guess you could say Kelly's got that handled. It is, we are in a dead period by rule right now. It just started either yesterday, today, and so I would have the luxury to go up there and watch just Weatherford if I could get there. somebody's got a plane this afternoon about 5, I'd be glad to get on it and get up there and watch the game at 7 and be back tonight. Have done that one time. Wasn't much fun. Went through a thunderstorm going into Grand Junction. And so Mama's got that one handled, I guess we can say that.